Okay, and for our next interview for the Win Together series, with none other than Mr. Coffee with Amos. Welcome,
Hi everyone.
Amos.
Thanks, Bruce.
Yes, first and foremost, congratulations.
Thank you.
For agreeing to share all your trade secrets with us.
Trade secrets.
Yes. So, Coffee with Amos or Beer with Bruce,
Yes.
your pick.
Beer with Bruce.
So, okay, I think first and foremost, something that really intrigued me is the fact that you actually took the leap of faith and you branded yourself really differently, because one thing important for all our businesses is that people remember us by a certain brand. So when you decide to create this brand, you really took a leap of faith, really stepped out of the box and didn't name it like Amos Sim Property, but you named it Coffee with Amos. How do you even come up with this concept or idea?
How did I come up with this? Okay.
I'll enjoy my coffee while you...
Sure. So how I came up with this Coffee with Amos was actually, I was having coffee with a friend. So this friend was a part-time movie TV actor. And he was saying, "Hey Amos, I've seen some of your videos." So that was when I first started doing videos. And then he said, "Can I give you some tips?" Right. So he went out for coffee, and then it's like, yeah, you can think of doing a branding, do something that is about you and not so much about the business, because people want to, on social media especially, people want to know you. They don't want to get sold items and property and all that. But really they follow because, hey, this guy's pretty interesting, They follow his story, and with that get the chance to reach out to them, and they're more accepting because they want to follow, hey, oh, my friend Amos, or hey, check out my agent Amos, he does this, he does that. His videos are quite out of the box, not your usual sell you the property kind of videos. So I guess that's how it all started. He said, hey, since we're having coffee, what do you think of Coffee with Amos? And then I said, I thought about it, yeah, okay. I like to drink coffee, people hang out with me over coffee, and so that's how Coffee with Amos started.
Okay, very, very nice branding. So I think word of advice for all our Team SRI guys out there, a lot of you are looking for brand ideas. So I guess it's just about going out, speaking to people, getting inspiration. I think that's very important, right? Getting inspiration of something that you love, something that you feel that you really resonate yourself with, and creating really a brand out of that. And I think you did really, really well in this space. Yes. So another thing, Amos, you have been with us for coming 10 years now, right?
Yes.
This is your 9th year, so coming to 10 years.
Yeah.
Thank you for your support.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you. So, can you share with us what's your favorite thing about SRI?
Favorite thing about SRI? The first thing that comes to mind is when I first visited, you guys, the culture was very different. It's not an agency where, if you are my team, I teach you. If you are not, go and talk to your own manager. But really the cross-sharing, and everybody is very willing to, hey Bruce, you got a minute? I need to run through this scenario with you. I'm not sure. Then yeah, sure. Let's fix a time and we can meet. And I think it's this culture is throughout the whole agency, and really like the traditional boundaries are not there already, and people get to kind of connect with, hey, you're from a different team or different division, but we're all from SRI, and yeah, if you need help, come and find me. I'm more than willing if I can help, and that's what really I think stood out, for SRI for me.
Great to hear that. So I noticed this year alone, four Pegasus awards. So that's quite an achievement, very, very consistent. I'm sure that for yourself as well, there's a certain work routine that you follow. So can you share with us for yourself, what's your daily routine like?
So daily routine is really, I think, to start the day right. There are people who wake up and they do the Army 5PX, or you go for a walk. The more religious people will do the other stuff, go for a swim, spend time with your children. I think it's about starting your day right, getting that grounding and balance before you go about doing your activities. No point rushing from one activity to a next activity. So that's what I do every day.
Okay. In terms of work, how do you prospect?
How do I prospect? So a lot of my clients, or the business is word of mouth, by referrals, and most of the time it's really like, hey Amos, can I refer you this client? Do you have enough time, or do you have enough slots to take on a new client? Because I think since 2019, I made it a point to only work with 10 clients at one time, or 10 transactions at one time.
Yes.
And
so
people,
quality over
yes,
quantity.
Yes. And also what I noticed is clients will respect your time if you respect your own time. So I believe this was one of the differentiating points since 2019 until now.
Okay, that's actually a very good word of advice, because personally I find as well, it's better to have one client, one happy client, than to have 20, 30 unhappy clients.
Yeah.
Correct?
Yeah.
Well done with that. I think, okay, one of the things also maybe you can share a little bit with, there are a lot of aspiring RES out there. A lot of people view probably salespeople as somebody they want to be one day, successful property salespeople. Yeah. So any word advice for these people who are starting out and really wanting to be on the achievers chart?
Yes. I think for all of us, really is running your own race. Be happy for the small stuff as well as the big stuff. I think if you are content and you're happy with what you have, then you can work to the next level. If you're always comparing, like, how come this person, can get Pegasus or is always in the top 10, then you spend more time, spend more energy thinking about that than really, running your business, doing a good work for the clients that engage us.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I think maybe you can share with us, for those even experienced people, during your times of difficulties, when you run through these troubled spots in your business, how do you encourage yourself to get out of it?
How do I encourage myself to get out of it? Pray, lor. But really to keep your eye on the finish line, right? Like, why did I even want to do real estate? I mean, I think in SRI alone, so many realtors, they join the industry, they join the company for various reasons. For some of us, hitting that top 10, that top 3 every month is a motivation, it's a goal. For some of us, is doing this, allows me to spend more time with my family, spend more time with my children. I can bring them around. So all of us have different goals, different finish lines. So really don't compare. Yeah.
Good. That's a good word of advice.
Yeah.
Yes, I think that's the Chinese saying goes, right? 一山比一山高.
Yes.
So you can never be the number one. So as long as
Yeah.
you're contented with what you have,
Yeah.
this is something that's very, very good for advice for all. So Amos, can you share with people what's your favorite SRI work tool?
Yes, my favorite one is the SRI research app.
Yes, that's my favorite as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's good. It's very handy. You get the data at the fingertips, and then it's easy to show your clients who say, hey, this is, I heard my neighbor say this is transacted. This other person I know transacted, but the data can't lie, right? So you can just show them, and then you can move on, handle their obstacle, and then just carry on doing your work.
So the research app has been my favorite app for the last 13 years, I guess.
Wow.
Yes. But one thing to note is that the big data app, hopefully that replaces it. So we're just in the midst of testing the big data app out. Going to launch it within the next 1 month.
Cool.
And hopefully that will be your next favorite tool.
Yes, looking forward to it.
And last but not least, most importantly, end this off, a quote that you live by.
Quote that I live by. Okay. I really believe in paying it forward. So really just, whoever's helped me, I help the next person and the next person and the next person. Because if I just, like, Bruce helps me and then I pay back to him, and then that's where the cycle ends. But I think in SRI, the culture really syncs with what I believe in. Somebody helps me, I help the next person, and the next person could go back and help Bruce in the future, right? So really just pay it forward.
Okay, thank you for today, Amos.
Thank
and
you.
we should do our religious cheers. Too bad it's not beer yet, but
Cheers.
Cheers to you. Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Bye.